folks, this is to be explained later, and today I'll be playing the demo for the King of Fighters 14. Why? I'll get to that later. I wanted to just see how this game is, because I love fighting games. I'm terrible at them, but I love them anyway, so I just want to, and this one piqued my interest, just a bit. I did a few of the tutorials, played a bit of King of the Dinosaurs. And, let's just go through the tutorials together, see how this works out. Okay? Okay. We're gonna do this like a family. Oh, there's more tutorials. Loading. Forward and backward. Haha, Antonov. He looks so funny to me. He's like this big greasy guy with a yellow beard and yellow hair. Blonde, but it looks yellowish. Or is it supposed to be golden? I'm not sure. I have to come up with a voice for Antonov. I've been working on it. This is my new headset, by the way. Turns out they're 10 bucks, not 20 bucks like I've been telling you guys. But still, they're pretty cheap, so I'm sorry about the audio quality. I'll get better eventually, maybe, kind of, I'm not sure. First is basic movements. Input forward to go forward, and input back to move back.
Ready, go! Complete.
Yay, I did it. There's no use in continuing if you can't move forward and back. I'm sure you can at least do that. Inputting down, away, down, or down towards allows you to crouch.
Ready, go! Complete.
Yay! When crouching, inputting down, away in the opposite direction of your opponent puts you into crouching guard position, which is useful. Love the enthusiasm Antonov has. Inputting towards 2 times causes you to dash. Inputting away 2 times causes you to backstep.
Ready, go! Complete.
I love that run animation. He's like, I gotta get to him! I gotta get to him!
Complete.
It's just a hop. You can continue to dash for as long as you hold towards on the second press in a row. The speed of your movement is faster dashing than moving forward. When you want to get close to your opponent in one swift movement, use dash. Likewise, when you want to get away from your opponent, backstep is useful. I like to imagine Antonov is actually very short, like Danny DeVito short. And I've seen the trailer for him. He's actually pretty tall and beefy. Input away up or towards up to jump.
Ready, go!
Press
Complete.
towards up, forward jump. Press away jump for backward jump. Way up or towards up briefly to do a small jump.
Ready, go! Complete.
I did it! Small jump attacks are very strong. They won't work on me though. He's got a cigar, so I imagine he has a heavy smoker voice. Jump. In between away, down, down, or down towards, briefly. Then input those briefly to do a medium jump.
Ready,
Alright.
go! Complete.
There we go. It's best to use the control stick. While dashing, input towards up briefly to do a medium jump. I just keep blanking when it comes to the arrows, because it's like, it's not a word, so it's kind of weird to say out loud. Input away arrow, down arrow, or towards arrow briefly, then input towards arrow and away arrow to do a large jump.
Ready, go! Complete.
While dashing, input towards arrow to do a large jump. I'm just gonna call them arrows. Try guarding against your opponent's attacks by holding away in the direction opposite of your opponent. It's very important that you do it opposite of your opponent. If you do it the same direction of your opponent, I've made that mistake a few times. How do you think my face got this way?
Ready, go! Complete.
Aha! I guarded. You can block round attacks, jump attacks, and more with standing guard. However, you can't guard against low attacks such as crouching, high, heavy kick. Remember this. Try guarding against your opponent's attacks by pressing down away arrow in the direction opposite your opponent.
Ready, go! Complete.
Aha! Take that, Iori. Crouching Guard can protect against most ground attacks. However, Crouching Guard can't protect against jump attacks and some command moves. So watch your opponent's attacks and guard properly. God, this voice is like jacking up my throat. The blue gauge on top of the screen is the guard gauge. Your guarding gauge goes down from guarding against your opponent's attacks, and you go into guard crush state when it reaches 0. Try to put your opponent into guard crush state. How do I do that again? After a guard crush, your opponent is defenseless and can't move or guard. You have a chance to do a lot of damage when your opponent is in guard crush state. I like the way he pronounces God. But then again, I'm the one doing the pronunciations. It's gonna be very weird if Antonov doesn't sound like this in the full game. I'm just getting that out there. It's gonna sound very weird to me. Even if they have a Japanese voice actor or something, which they probably will. It's gonna sound weird. Emergency evasion. You can approach or move away from your opponent while evading their attacks with emergency evasion. In case of emergency, use light punch, light kick towards light punch, light kick activates forward emergency evasion. Away light punch, light kick activates backward emergency evasion. Avoid your opponent's yamibarai with emergency evasion. How do I? I know I'm not doing it right. Oh, it's light punch plus light kick. I was doing it wrong. Oops, I feel stupid. Emergency evasion is an all-around effective way to evade your opponent's attacks, but be careful because you can't evade throw moves. Jesus, that took you way longer than it should have. It's just light punch plus light kick. What are you, stupid? Yes. Just before you fall down from taking an opponent's attack, press light punch light kick to do a recovery. Ah, I did it. With a recovery, you can stand back up quickly. You'll get hit more if you stay down, so try to use recovery as much as possible. GC emergency evasion. Guard cancel emergency evasion uses 1 power gauge and allows you to safely escape from a guard position. While guarding against an opponent, press light punch light kick or towards light punch light kick for guard cancel forward evasion. Press away light punch light kick while guarding against your opponent's attacks to do a guard cancel backward emergency evasion. Block your opponent's attacks to do a guard cancel emergency evasion. I did. Oh wait, now I have to do forward. I'm gonna get in a corner, and hopefully that'll work. There we go! While you're invincible throughout guard cancel emergency evasion, wow, that's a mouthful. This allows you to escape from your opponent's offense safely. Use it when your opponent is doing an attack that leaves them wide open. Just like my wife. Guard cancel blowback is an counter attack move from a guarded position and uses 1 power gauge. I'm gonna just start pronouncing gauge that way. Gouge. While guarding against your opponent's attacks, press heavy punch, heavy kick to do a guard cancel blowback. Try guarding against your opponent's attack and hitting them with a guard cancel blowback. Aha, I did it. Guard cancel blowback is a defensive move that allows you to counter an opponent's attack safely. Use this if you're sick of getting attacked by your opponent. I'm just like salivating like a mad dog doing that voice. A blowback attack does a lot of damage to your opponent and can knock them back when it hits. Try a blowback while standing and jumping. Oh, while jumping. So you don't even need to hit them. Blowback! It's most effective to use blowback when you want to knock your opponent down or push them into a corner. Just gangbang them. Just punch it, punch it, punch it, punch it. That was weird. Command moves. Some characters can perform command moves with set combinations of directional buttons and attack buttons. Use towards light kick for Gichiki. Go for your... I'm just butchering the names. I'm sorry. 88 Shiki. And use down heavy punch while jumping for Gichiki Naraku Otoshi. Try out your command moves.
Complete.
Command moves include mid attacks that can't be blocked by your opponent's crouching guard, as well as sliding low attacks. Check out which command moves you have by looking at the command list. I command you to look at your commands. Throws. You can throw by approaching your opponent when they're on the ground by pressing away or towards heavy punch for a forward throw, and away towards heavy kick for a backward throw. Try throwing your opponent. I'm gonna throw you. I'm gonna throw you. I'm gonna throw you. That's not what I wanted to do. I threw you. Now I'm gonna throw you again. Oh, look at that. I threw you. Oh, wait, that's wrong button. Oh, look at that. I threw you. Throws cannot be blocked by guarding. For an opponent who's always guarding, look for an opportunity and do a throw. I hear there are some fighters who can do air throws, throwing their opponents while in the air. But a champion like me doesn't need that kind of move. You have no idea how much fun I'm having right now, just doing this voice. Oh my gosh. Counter throws. You can protect against your opponent's throws with a counter throw. Press away towards heavy punch or heavy kick the moment you were about to be thrown to use your counter throw. Try it out. Okay. Oh wait, that's wrong. Ah, that's how it goes. I just get so paranoid. I'm worried that he's actually gonna do it. And he's just like, I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you. Counter throws. Be careful of command throws. Counter throws won't work on those. That guy Damon's command throw Tenshigaishi is a good example. Better try to escape command throws by jumping or something like that. Oh, also, you can't protect against air throws with counter throws either, so be careful! Your mother gets very worried. You can use one power gauge to start the mode. During max mode, you can use EX special moves that are even more powerful than special moves. Go ahead, use heavy punch light kick to enter max mode.